Yo, guys, it's the Bald Podcast. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell icon for the updates on the channel. We'll see y'all next time. Deuces. Yo, welcome to the Bald Podcast, episode 4. Today we have a very special guest, Ian. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Ian. I'm really excited to be on the Bald Podcast.
He's a little nervous today.
He's
And
nervous.
of course, I met with my co-host, Mikey.
Hello.
Unfortunately, Thomas is feeling a little under the weather today, so he won't be here, but that's okay. Mikey, bald person of the day.
Bald persons.
People, yes.
People. Bald people of the day, because we were a little late on our delivery,
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. But the first bald podcast person of the day, it goes out to Kyle. Okay, one of our proud supporters.
We love you, Kyle.
We love you. We love you so much.
You're
and
right, man.
I'm glad that you commented saying that you were bald and that you wanted a shout out. Okay, you're a real guy.
And you're bald.
Second bald person of the day is Ian's father, Dildog McIntosh.
Woo!
Yeah. What a good guy.
Yeah.
He's wholesome.
He is a wholesome fella.
And yeah, he's bald. Well, balding. He's still, yeah.
He's pretty bald. He's pretty bald. He's
getting
like
there.
I'd say like he's 80% loaded bald.
Oh, yeah.
90.
For sure.
Anyways, Ian, would you like to start us off with the first segment?
Sure. So
Sure.
I've been I wanted to bring something because I didn't want to come unprepared, and I thought that talking about aliens would be a very interesting topic.
Oh.
Unprepared. Who would be that?
Ah.
But there's no way that aliens don't exist, right?
I feel like the universe is way too big for them not to exist.
It's scientists have theorized that it's approximately 18 billion years old. There's no way that there's
The universe?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the Earth is only 4 billion years old.
Right.
Theoretically.
We're pretty new. We're pretty
Mhm.
young in the grand scheme of the universe.
And the universe is huge. There's absolutely no way that there isn't at least one thing out there. It doesn't.
It
have
could
to
just be a
huge.
bacteria. Right? Have they found bacteria in space?
No.
Yes.
They have?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm saying.
There was water found on Mars, and there's been tardigrades can survive in space.
That's cool.
We haven't found any intelligent life,
Yeah.
but
I feel
obviously
like that's pretty rare though. I
Mhm.
feel like
Absolutely.
that's such a rare
occurrence.
for intelligent life to emerge.
Well, it's a rare occurrence for there to be
Just 'cause
a
of how many-
habitable planet.
How many
let
factors have to
alone-
go into becoming intelligent as well?
Absolutely.
And what sparked this idea was actually I saw a video of Elon Musk talking about how intelligent life out there is possible, but it has to be nearly perfect for it to occur. Because if we had been any
Serenity.
closer or any further away from the sun, life wouldn't have happened on Earth.
Right.
If it happened a few years later, we wouldn't be here.
For real. Thank you, Elon Musk.
It's facts, though.
Dude, I feel like another thing is we only know how big the universe for how much we can see. For all we know, it could be a billion times bigger. Because we can only see to a certain extent. It could be way bigger than what we actually think. The universe.
And if there were people out there,
Mm-hmm.
why would they be trying to broadcast themselves if they're trying?
Yeah,
to...
I feel like radio waves are so specific, which is I think what
No,
we
they're really
broadcast.
broad, right? Don't they spread? They spread.
Yeah, but you also
out
have to
over a certain
don't you have to
amount of
tune into a frequency though?
Mhm.
I feel like that's hard to pinpoint.
And we've been trying to do.
And also,
that.
don't they only go out not that far?
Yeah, there's.
They don't go out that far because to a certain point, it gets the waves get so wide that it's just unintelligible. So
Mhm.
it just doesn't matter that we even send them out. The aliens would have to be pretty close for us to hear them or know
Oh
they
yeah,
exist.
but in the the scheme of the universe,
Mhm.
closest is
Close is very
is
far.
very rare too.
We cannot.
no.
We're not going to be able to get out of our solar system for a very long time.
Close is far, but the actual amount of distance between us and an actual possible alien race is way farther.
Yeah.
100%.
the closest star is Proxima Centauri, I believe,
Yeah,
and even then, that's a few thousand light years away.
Star?
Mhm.
I thought it was.
it's a
Oh, wait,
solar
never
system.
mind, never
Wait,
mind,
wouldn't it be?
never
Yeah, well, yeah, solar system
Mm.
because
No, it's a star. That's
It's a
how close
star.
the nearest
It's
star
just a
is,
star,
besides
really.
the sun, obviously.
Yeah, you're right. Sun is star. Sun is only Yeah, that far away. Takes like 8 minutes for light to reach Earth. I learned that in 5th grade science class.
I know that too.
Dude, also, like, if aliens even existed, like, there's probably the possibility that they're so advanced they just, like, don't even know we exist or care we exist either. Because of, like, there's, like, a type 4 civilization where they just can easily traverse the universe. Like, why would they even care we exist? It's like messing around with ants. Ants, like, we're so colossal compared to ants. They're just like, man, that's just a moving mountain. That's not even a real thing. That's probably what aliens think of us. We're just ants.
And even if they did find us, why do you think that they would be nice? Why do you think
they would kill
be
us so fast?
Well, it depends.
We couldn't
it depends on how advanced they were.
We can't communicate.
Would we kill aliens if we saw them like?
Yes.
Not immediately.
We live in America, Mikey.
Yeah, but not immediately.
I feel like
it's like even Christopher Columbus back before people were like mindful whatsoever. Actually, I don't know. It's not. It's not
a terrible example.
It's not a great example.
It's a terrible example. But like enslaved a whole race of people.
Yeah, that's a fact. Actually, I was gonna say he actually tried to like start trade, but no, he didn't.
No, he was like maybe like 30 seconds. People. He was like maybe I should just trade for the gold, and he was like nah.
He was like
let's exploit them.
He was like wait, look at these. They don't have shirts on. Let's kill them.
Let's use the encomienda system.
So actually, they're wasting the gold. So actually, I'm just gonna kill them for it. It's called trolling. You wouldn't know about it.
You wouldn't know about it. Take advantage of the poor and get rich.
Man, dude, do not talk about taking advantage of the poor, Mikey. It's Freakonomics. Learn about it, baby.
Dude, there's a movie. Freakonomics, and Mr. Thornton shows that to his personal finance class.
Is it based off the book?
Yeah.
Wait, completely. Wait, is the book a story or is it like an instruction manual?
No, it's just like not. I don't know how to explain it. It's like not really a story, but kind of just like a group of collective examples. It's a good.
They made a movie out of it.
Yeah, I mean, like it's pretty easy to like, just visualizing the examples. It's pretty cool.
So is that where you learned the idea of taking advantage of the poor?
No.
Or is that was that your own thought?
No, that's my own thought.
Let's say hypothetically there was a bunch of poor people, and Mikey is hypothetically a tycoon of just absolute nothing but money.
Like Roblox?
Roblox.
No, you guys take my words out of my mouth.
No,
Out of context.
You just said it one
You literally
minute ago.
just said it.
You just said
what?
1 minute ago.
As a joke.
Oh, sure
no,
it was. And let's ask the poor people down the street if it was a joke. You can't leave this house.
I was making a joke because Christopher Columbus. I said, all right, I see an island full of poor. Maybe I say that in quotations because, not really poor, but like comparable. Okay, I can't say
maybe the real richness is the friends we made along the way.
The societal construct of money.
Money's just paper.
Shut your mouth.
But it is.
I know, but I was talking about the friends along the way thing.
Oh,
that was your mouth about that.
It's so true, though.
It's true.
That's such a bad stereotype of children's books and stuff and children's media. It's like the friends we made along the way. Man, I am looking for a treasure. I do not care about the friends we made along the way.
The official Sea of Thieves account. This is Owen Newsom sent this to me. Gosh. The official Sea of Thieves account posted something it's not about the voyages, it's about the friends you made along the way. And it was published all over the Sea of Thieves stuff.
To be fair, the voyages are what I played. Sea of Thieves.
I want to play Sea of Thieves, but I don't have Xbox.
It's so good. It's
really
so good.
I was in history today. I was trying to find a game where it was a multiplayer civilization game.
I saw that.
Dude, I want to get a bunch of people together and just get a civilization game going where you can fight each other. And that would be dope.
Sick.
That would be so dope.
There's a PC game. Yeah. My dad used to play it. It's called Valheim or something. And it's Vikings, and you can make your own civilizations and stuff and work with people.
Rise of Kingdoms, not bad.
Mm-hmm. It's similar to that.
That's awesome. Dude, I don't know. That'd just be really fun. You can just go make alliances and fight against people and just be I'm a tyrant, like Andrew Jackson.
Well, to be fair, he's in the middle.
Andrew Jackson wasn't that bad.
Okay, honestly though.
POV Mr. Knuth.
Honestly though, Andrew Jackson wasn't terrible. I mean, he was.
He had good intentions. He was just very terrible about doing all of it.
Yeah, isn't that what people say about Obama? I'm not saying that's true. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying, isn't that what people say?
I was not sentient when Obama was.
I wasn't either. That's why I'm asking. Ian's knowledgeable, is why I'm asking him.
About Obama?
Yeah.
So
specifically Obamacare. That's what I hear a lot about.
Obamacare was good in thought.
Right.
When it was going through the House and the Senate, like to be approved, it was kind of like muddied along the way. At least this is what I know. I don't know if it's entirely 100% correct, but Obamacare in thought was good. It was going to help all the people that couldn't afford health care. But when it went through the House and the Senate, it was like all the different ideas had to be like validated, so that everybody had to get what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to make a lot of compromises. So by the end, when Obamacare was approved, it wasn't what it originally was, and it had to take a lot of shortcuts to make sure that everybody was okay with it. So it wasn't everybody gets free healthcare or whatever the original idea was, and it became what it was today.
Huh.
Yeah.
So it just kind of went and just got skewed.
Muddled.
It got skewed, man. That's interesting.
Well, that's because of our political, like, party system in America.
Party
obviously.
system is destroying the United States
Completely.
Like, so
Dude, it gets so bad during election season. Like, people fight all the time.
dog,
Like, I don't care that much.
in
Also, we're in high school. We can't even vote. So what does that matter? Two,
dude, there's people that like got mad at me for saying, "Oh yeah, I like so and so better than another person," and I was like,
to be fair, you're in Indiana where everyone believes the same thing.
"True."
So,
I mean,
well, I think people are. I honestly think that some people, especially in our friend group, are a lot more mindful than they were, say, a few years ago.
okay, sorry, I said it wrong. The people that will get mad at you for politics all believe the same thing.
Yes.
That's what I meant to say.
it's
No, that's fair.
I don't know if it's necessarily the same thing,
Same
but the thing that
person.
they do all have
Same
in common
person.
are that they're quote unquote extremists,
Well, I feel like
Extreme, would it
yeah.
be
Well,
right?
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's extremist rights.
right or left. It,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter which
Yeah.
side you're on. The extremists are always the loudest.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. It's like this is a kind of a cool analogy. Our school, you know, the school we go to is viewed as like very backwards in country and like out in the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Well, it's because
Yeah.
it's surrounded by 4 cornfields.
Yes, that and also
and the people that go
that go to our school. But here's the thing: the majority of the people that go to our school are not like farmers or by any means. It's literally a group of probably 10 students that rev their trucks out in the parking lot every evening.
Oh, it's so bad.
And in the morning. It's in the
so
morning too.
bad. Like, I'm sitting in my car before
Yeah.
school starts, and it's like, and I'm like, dude.
No, they just give us all a bad name. Of 800 students, probably 10 of them like give us that name.
It is
It's
the
wild.
worst.
It's-
And you know what? You know what's concerning? I know there's like freshmen and sophomores that can't drive yet that are gonna do the exact same thing.
They think it's so cool.
It's
and I'm
no,
like,
it's not. Just
"Dog,
let me go to class. It
it's
is
not cool."
7 in the morning.
7 in the morning.
Please, brother. Please. I am just trying to go to algebra 2.
No, honestly though,
it's rough.
it
Man,
is.
I'm not even in algebra 2.
But that back to like what I was saying though, like it's always the people that do the most that make a name for like a whole group of people. It's, you know, I feel like it's the danger of a single story.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no. Shout
I
outs
mean,
to Miss
I think-
Bauer.
If we didn't like rub that all over us, and that was a really bad analogy, but like if we
What are we
didn't
talking about?
if we didn't talk about it so much and we didn't beat a dead horse,
That was actually an interesting essay to write about. Like,
Yes, exactly.
because like we're actually able to pull stuff like from.
You give context.
Okay, so basically there was this TED talk called "The Danger of a Single Story," and in our English class we had to analyze it and like either agree or disagree with it. And the danger of a single story is like saying that with one story it leaves out perspectives and different information, and we had to either agree with that or disagree with that. And I think most people agreed with that. That was
Oh,
true.
absolutely.
And
Probably,
so we wrote an
99.
essay, and we spent like, I don't know, 2 weeks or something just talking about that one specific TED talk. And it was shoved down our throats, and it was very exhausting.
It's just hard to like, it's hard to like go against it. So like everybody's obviously on the same page because clearly
It's
only
obviously
hearing,
that's true.
clearly only hearing one story about a subject in like not multiple perspectives will give you a limited view on a like, you know, on a person.
What?
Yeah, it's like it's not a foreign subject, it's not a foreign concept.
It's just like
it's
not.
very like common knowledge. I don't know why
It's
we
just
had,
so cut and dried. Like, I don't
Yes.
understand why we had to spend so long on it. Like,
Yeah.
I liked writing the essay because I was able to pull from stuff in like fiction and reality. So I wrote
Yeah,
about
same.
I wrote about Thanos and Avengers, And I know Ian wrote about Attack on Titan, which we'll probably talk about a little bit later.
I love that show, man.
It's really
so
good. And then I wrote about the discrimination against Asians during the pandemic, like the peak of the pandemic.
I wrote about the Nazi regime.
Yeah.
And I thought all in all, it was an interesting thing to write about. But like the problem with English class or just any class in general is they just shove it down your throat so far.
This idea that the danger of a single story, as obvious as it may seem to you, there are people that still don't know about it. There's people that
they don't know about the danger of a single story.
they don't understand that knowing only one side of the story can skew your belief so much.
Yeah, I just don't I don't understand how people would not be able to understand that though.
I just disagree with it as well. I feel like that's such a cut and dry, black and white topic.
I agree.
Because it's just like, what? I would have never guessed that only hearing one story would give me one perspective. That's crazy.
That I guess kind of what Ian said. It does hearing that the lady that gave the TED Talk was from Africa, right?
She was from Nigeria.
Nigeria. That's in Africa.
Adichie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Chimamanda
Adichie something.
I butchered that name.
It's like Chimanada.
Okay, but yeah,
something like
besides
that.
the point.
Yeah, that's besides
probably
the point.
Not right.
But she grew up in Africa, and she, I don't know. A lot of Americans get one idea about Africa, but the thing isn't Nigeria
they're
decently developed?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously they struggle way more than America as a whole.
Yeah.
Because America is a first world country, but Nigeria, I feel like
they're not all poor and
yes, exactly. There's cities there. If you go on, I know it's stupid, but if you go on Snap Map and you go press the stories around that area, it's cool. I don't know.
It's like the stereotype that Africa doesn't have any water. Do they need water or anything?
Isn't half of Africa a jungle?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not up near.
Not half, but
no, yeah.
A lot of Africa is a jungle.
Right.
There's water in jungles.
They don't struggle with water as much as we think that they do.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just because we haven't been told that story. We don't know what it's like there.
Stereotypes are so dumb. Just in general.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically racial or geographical stereotypes, like Asians are bad drivers or stuff like that. I think that's just so dumb.
Well, absolutely, because everybody can always defy that stereotype, which makes it not really
it's not applicable.
It doesn't, yeah.
Which it never was.
Right.
And hobbies are the same way, or not hobbies, but band kids or theater kids or jocks, quote unquote jocks,
or anime,
mm-hmm.
dude. Okay, the stigma around anime of it being
for weird people,
so just gross. It's so weird to me. Our friend Sam Peterson, he despises anime. Yeah, he still watched the Star Wars anime, the Visions one. It was anime, but
I only saw one episode of it, but it was so good.
And he still hates anime, and I'm like, dog, you just watched something that you genuinely enjoyed, and you still don't like the genre just because of
That's literally all it was.
And I was like,
Visions was.
It was
literally anime. That's all. It was anime creators that made non-canon stories of Star Wars.
I thought it was really interesting that they hired a new writer and animator for each episode, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was really sick.
It's to get the animators out there. It's to make sure that they get recognized.
The clips I saw were extremely well done.
I watched the samurai one. Where
I saw clips from
it.
One.
Never said if it was a Jedi or what he was, but he had a red lightsaber and he was fighting a Sith Lord. It was crazy.
That's so sick, dude. Anime's cool. Mikey, have you ever seen any anime called One Punch Man?
I've not, but
have you seen One Punch Man?
I'm not I know, but I can't say that I like it, but at the same time I can't say that I wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
maybe I just I don't know. I haven't gotten into it. And it's one of those things that maybe I'm just willingly not getting into it because
I feel like you don't. You don't have to get into it, but for the people that just
I understand
hate on it.
No,
it does not make sense to me.
I think that a lot of the people that do watch anime. Sorry, what were we saying, Emerson?
No, keep going.
I think that a lot of the people that do watch anime, or not a lot, but there's kind of what we were saying earlier, tying back to that. How some of the weird people that watch anime, or
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, they just make a name. Yeah, because
those are the people with like the anime body pillows and the ones that smell terrible, and it's just like, man, hygiene is important.
I agree.
Okay, it's not even like the problem with the body pillow. It's the problem that they like idolize it, like make it their god.
Dog, did I tell you about how I was with Jupe in Fort Wayne one time, and there was literally a dude carrying around a body pillow.
See, that's why people hate on anime.
In public. Yeah. In public.
This is why people don't
find it good. But
the stories in it are like extremely good. Like Attack on Titan, beautifully done. Like wonderful.
Every small detail is connected.
Fantastic. Like, it's amazing.
I cannot describe to anyone how beautiful of a piece of artwork it is.
Maybe I should watch that.
Attack on Titan is amazing.
I own every single volume of the manga. The manga has details that the anime doesn't. Right. So if you ever want to borrow it, just let me know. Too.
Okay. Yeah,
I might do because I really enjoy Attack on Titan.
You're talking about it the way I talk about Breaking Bad, and I love Breaking Bad. So
so there are episodes of Attack on Titan rated on IMDb
or wait, IMDb?
DVM,
something like that. I think it's IMDb.
It's the yellow one with the IDMB.
Yeah.
And there were episodes rated 10 out of 10, which is like
that's
Attack on Titan has the most rated 10s on IDMB.
Yeah, I've like they rate it hard. Like they gave didn't they give like Spider-Man probably like an 8, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The new one, and that got like 100% Rotten Tomatoes. But like an 8 is great.
Yes. That's like
they rate it hard. They rate it hard.
If that's a 10, that is telling. Also, the animation in Attack on Titan is also extremely beautiful. Like the when they shift,
the eyes are really the best that I've seen in a lot of anime.
Also, I think animation is so important when it comes to anime. Like I get with manga, it doesn't really matter. It's more so like art style and storytelling. But with like anime, things like animation can change an entire perspective on like the show. Because with like Seven Deadly Sins, I heard it's a good story. The animation just fell off so hard, and that's why people just like this is not good.
And when you have really good animation, but you also don't have story, that's what happened to Promised Neverland. They cut out parts of the story, and then it fell off.
Dude, I think JoJo's art style, granted, it's weird, but I think it is beautiful. And the storytelling in that is pretty good. Like
it steps outside of the box, man.
It's different, and I think JoJo's probably my favorite anime. But like it is really.
JoJo
good.
Comes with a bad rap too.
JoJo's comes with the weird kids. Those were a lot of weird kids come from.
Yeah.
Like those are the kids that run down the hall and go Buddha Buddha Buddha. Come on, man. It is again 7 in the morning. It is 7 in the morning, my brother.
That's funny.
Some JoJo memes are funny, but like,
yes,
it gets to a point, man. It gets to a point.
When you're quoting every other sentence.
When you're, gosh, man. I just, go touch grass. I don't know. I don't know.
Get outside. Go do something.
Outside, man.
Go do something.
I do agree. JoJo is very well told.
I think, and then I've been starting One Piece. I'm on like episode 230 right now.
I can never do that. I don't have the attention.
I don't know. I just really enjoy like the storytelling and world building in One Piece. I feel like they develop their characters and like their scenes extremely well.
And most of these what we've been talking about are either like shonen or seinen, which are like your run of the mill. Those are the popular ones. Your run of the mill Naruto, Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Attack on Titan seinen because it's like seinen is more I think that's how you pronounce it. But it's more adult. It's more
mature.
Dark.
It has mature themes, which is like Berserk, which Bobby I know really likes Berserk.
And like Attack on Titan is so like gory, but at the same time it has so much like darker themes as well. Yeah, like it talks about genocide.
It's just racism. It talks about there's just a slew of things that they.
The Marlians are the real world equivalent of the Nazis. That's why I made sure to include the Nazis and Attack on Titan.
That's such a good parallel to draw.
It shows you that the danger of a single story isn't just in fiction; it's also in the real world. It's real world scenarios.
I did that as well because I wanted to draw Like, because pointing out things in fiction, it's easy because those are designed to be pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you point out things in reality, it like kind of shows that like parallel.
Attack on Titan does such a great job at showing you raw human emotion and raw human emotion and human nature.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
It's. I mean, it's just really, Mikey. I definitely think you should like watch it. I think
seasons
I'd like 1 and like 2 are just kind of slow.
Season 1 is very slow. But
if you're saying that, I would see it through till season 3 then, because I've had my fair share of people, like, I tell people to watch something and then like they just drop off because it's slow.
That's another problem.
Season 2 is where Attack on Titan
like Red Dead Redemption 2.
What happens in season 1 is when Eren joins the Survey Corps. Survey Corps.
The
is that when
two are outed.
So that's when they Female Titans in season 1. Right?
Female Titans season 1.
Okay,
but
that's when the
two are outed.
Yeah. That's right. In season 3 is when they're fighting like Kenny and the king
and the government, and then that's when
season 3 actually, like, it was weird just because they started fighting people rather than Titans.
That's when they find the truth about the Titans.
Right, that's when they find the truth about like almost everything. And then season 4 was just fantastic. When is part 2 coming out of season 4?
25 days.
Really?
January.
That's that soon? Oh, dude.
You have plenty of time to watch it.
Like,
yeah.
You can do it.
Christmas break.
Dude, let's go. Dude, also, speaking of Christmas break, guys, we're going to be live streaming the Christmas special, which I'm not going to reveal what it is. Because it is a surprise, but it is going to be fantastic. We're going to have a lot of like really talented people on there, really funny people.
Video camera.
And it's going to be videoed.
So you're going to see our bald heads.
You're going to see how bald we all are, and you're going to see the bald cave, which is where we record.
The bald cave.
So that is going to be probably on
December 23rd, right?
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Wednesday or Thursday. So we'll premiere it like half an hour before, but
right.
Am I doing anything next Wednesday?
You better not be. If you are, cancel all your plans.
Yes, cancel all your plans. Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll shoot for Wednesday or Thursday.
It'll be Wednesday evening.
Either after school.
Thursday is the 23rd. 22nd is the Wednesday. I'm free the 22nd.
Okay, we'll probably shoot for 22nd then.
Yeah.
But all right, tune in for that, ladies and gentlemen, because that will be a very fun time.
Oh, it will be.
It will be a very fun time. Also, we hit 38 subs. I think that's
38
awesome.
subs. This is kind of like our 38 sub special right here.
This is our 38 subs special.
I know 38 isn't like 4 is not a multiple of 38, but
it's awesome.
But it's awesome.
But it's simply awesome.
Let's go, gang. We got this.
Gang.
But hey, 2 goes into 4, and 2 also goes into 38. So you know what? 38 sub special, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
What are you talking about?
No, this is our 4th podcast, of course.
Dude, I never thought we'd get this far. Good job, us.
I never thought we'd get this. I never thought this podcast would even happen, man.
Yeah, this is kind of like just a joke that happened in algebra. No, I'm not even in algebra. In pre-calc.
So many people were talking trash, but look where we are now, baby.
38 subs. 38
subs.
Hey, we have like 530 channel views too.
How?
Yeah.
Who's watching this?
Dude, like there's people commenting, yo, and bald.
Me.
Shout out to you guys for commenting.
Just show me when I'm bald.
If you guys are still listening right now, comment bald 3 times.
Yeah.
Or no, I meant comment bald 3 times.
Yeah, comment bald. Anyways, back to what I was talking about hygiene earlier.
Oh.
What is the deal with people just not showering? Like, okay, so during the play, which we've talked about many times on this channel.
Yeah.
People just smelling bad.
They stank, dog.
Dude, it's stinking, boy.
I even made an announcement one day at rehearsal, and I was like, "Hey guys." Whoa, Ian just smashed the mic with that pillow. But I said, "Hey guys, it was
you can hold the pillow.
It was a rehearsal. I mean, I'm sweating. We were working hard out here. Let's make sure we go home and take showers before the show, which would be the next day, I think, or next 2 days.
Yeah.
So we all smell good, because that'll affect how we go out there, because we got to be on stage with some of y'all, and it is gonna smell horrendous if I have to be up there and be like, "Hey guys, it's me, Ernie Mac," and then I'm gonna throw up on stage because you guys smell like crap.
Dude, just get some deodorant.
Dog, showers are just dump some water on yourself.
Dude, just go to the river if you have to. Like, I don't care what financial situation you're in. If you can get to school, you can get to a river and wash.
It's
also, there's showers at school.
If you really want to shower, there's no way that you shouldn't be able to shower. There's you can shower at school.
Yeah, that's facts.
You can go to a rest area. I've seen people shower in rest areas with the sink. Like, they're naked and washing their balls in the sink. Yes.
What'd you think of it?
Anyway.
Oh
no.
Ian.
Ian, you're
No.
so silly.
It was so nutty.
You're naughty,
Ian's
naughty.
crying for help.
Ian, this is your cry for help crying emoji. Smile.
But yeah, dude, if I personally I take hygiene very seriously. If I ever smell, it's after soccer or I'm just having a really bad day.
Yeah, if I smell, I went home and showered before this just because I didn't not want to smell like chlorine.
I took a nap,
which I think I still do, but whatever.
I don't really smell bad that often. I just lather up.
Smelling bad is cringe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come on, just guys, just don't smell bad. Come on, you know better.
Man, if you're bald and you smell bad, come on now.
You don't even got any hair to wash. Come on.
That's how. So face wash for bald people, do they just wash their whole head, or do they just like wash up to their forehead? And if so, how far up does the forehead go?
I thought you're bald.
Huh?
I thought you were bald.
Yeah, if you're bald.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know my answer because I'm bald, but I
want to hear some.
I want to hear like
Guys,
what you guys think.
You're gonna be so disappointed.
What?
Are you shaving your head for the?
No, we're already bald.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mikey, or not Mikey, Ian, you're looking at us right now.
What you talking about?
Sorry,
You're bald.
I just had some visions going through my
Bro,
head.
you are bald.
I was remembering.
Everyone knows
we
some
only have
things.
bald people. On this
Everyone knows
podcast.
we don't let anyone who has hair on this podcast. That's gross.
You're right. You're right.
Nah, I like genuinely though. Like, where does the face wash end?
I think that you could just do the whole thing.
Well, then, does it go down to your neck too? Because it's all connected.
Dude, okay, so face wash goes up the forehead, down the back of the neck, and then it goes all the way down your back, around your buttocks, back. No, it comes back around and back up to your face. It's just an endless cycle.
That's why bald people are so clean. I mean, look at that picture right there. Look how
Dude,
shiny
you can't
that
tell me
is.
you wouldn't kiss that man's head and you would not taste any amount of sweat.
There's
Just
actually
oil.
Did you know that bald people have zero germs because of how clean they are?
Yeah, I mean, like they just
Okay, but genuinely though, like, cause like when you wash your face, you either go like, you stop at your jawline, or you like go down to your collarbones. Like that's what
I go collarbones.
I usually go collarbones because I want to get my neck. But like if like when I'm bald, cause I'm bald, I usually just stop at the forehead, or I'll go to the back of the head, which is like there's like 2 bumps or something back there. I don't even know what that is.
Back of the head's psychotic. If you wash your face back to the back of your head, it's not head wash, it's face wash.
Okay, well, why would I use shampoo? I don't have any hair.
Because you just don't
Yeah.
wash your head.
Yeah, well, then it's gonna stink.
Why would
does
it
your hair
stink?
does your head still get oily if you're bald?
Yes.
Well, you should know.
Okay, then yeah, you should use shampoo because it takes away the oils. And you have
Okay.
you have no
True.
you don't need the oil anymore because you don't have hair.
Mikey,
You just
it's,
use body wash?
it's sounding like you gentlemen are not bald.
Emerson, you're looking at me right now. I'm clearly bald.
That's right. You don't have any hair. So why are you asking these questions?
Hmm.
Oh, you know.
No.
It just be like that.
We're just pranking you guys. We're trolling.
What?
We're trolling.
Huh?
No, we're trolling about
Not being bald.
Not being bald. Yeah.
That was
Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant we're like trolling you guys and being like, "Oh, I'm not actually bald. We're obviously bald. Otherwise,
Clearly.
we wouldn't call this the Bald Podcast."
Truth.
Oh, you guys know what happened this week? Mike got his ear pierced, and that was awesome. Mikey looks really
Oh.
good.
Thanks, guys.
Mikey,
You guys will see it for the Christmas special because
Yeah.
I'll most definitely have it still.
uh,
I like it.
Describe them with your ear.
So my ear piercing, it's like a stud.
You're a stud.
It's a stud.
Oh.
So intermission, real quick. Be right back. Intermission. Intermission is fixed.
Resume.
Sorry, guys. We had some technical difficulties. What were we just talking about? I already forgot.
I don't know.
No, we were talking about Mikey's stud. 'Cause
Yes.
He's a stud.
Thanks, guys. No, yeah, I got an ear piercing with I put a stud in there. And it looks very good. I think
It
I
does
like it
look
a
good.
lot.
Kind of cute and such.
Thanks.
Did it hurt?
Kind of, but
Was
not
it just
not
like a
as bad as I
sting?
thought.
Was it kind of like a shot?
Yeah, it was literally just like a shot. Like it was the same needle. My mom has an IV needle because she's like a nurse or whatever, and so
Just like a nurse or whatever.
it was very sharp, and so she put it through my ear. It
Wait,
didn't
your
really
mom
hurt.
do it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know.
Shout outs to Mikey's mom.
Kyla,
Kyla. She's our swim announcer.
yeah,
That's
she
It's
is
so awesome.
absolutely. Ian, so tell the honest about yourself.
Yeah, just share a little bit. I feel like I want to start letting our audience get to know our guests.
So, like, What do you want me to
I
share?
don't know. Just
Like,
share like your hobbies and stuff. Like, what are you into? Like, I would say I'm into making like music, and I do soccer, and I play soccer, and I do swim. That's what I would say.
I will say that I'm an avid video game player.
Let's go.
And I enjoy doing theater, and I like
This guy's really good at theater, by the way. He was the lead in the play.
oh womp womp.
Shut up, man.
And I like hanging out with friends and stuff. But I don't know. I'm bad at talking about
It's okay.
myself.
What's your favorite video game?
Yeah, we can spin something off there.
I really like Pokemon Pearl, and
You know, I have played some Pokemon games. Not my jam. I'll be honest.
and which Pokemon game did you play?
I played Red, which is the original one, and I played a little bit of Sword and Shield, and then I played a little bit of Pearl.
On the DS?
Mm-hmm. And I was just like, not my jam, not my thing. I think I'm just not a big into like RPGs, which I think Pokemon is one. I think that's what an RPG
It's
is.
was it the like grinding that you didn't like, that you had to level up your guys and stuff?
Yeah, I feel like the grinding kind of sucked, but I didn't usually mind grinding because with games like, I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which kind of takes a little bit of grinding just to level up, be able to beat things. But like even with that, I feel like it was too just like static. Like if you weren't a certain level, you were not going to win. Which is what my experience. I know that's probably not true, like crits and like matchups and stuff, but like that's what I was.
I can definitely see where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've grown up playing Pokemon, so it has a special nostalgic part in my heart. But the story, it takes a lot to get into.
Yeah.
Like you have to understand exactly what's going on, because if you just spam through the dialogue, you won't know what's going on.
I think, yeah.
Because Pokemon Pearl has a great story. It's like Pokemon Pearl is what sets up the Pokemon universe. Because like Arceus is the Pokemon god, and he creates the three.
Man, Arceus isn't even that strong. In the Pokemon movie, he got trapped in like cement by some dudes.
True.
He's not even that strong.
By some dudes.
Which is why I think that the Lions would beat the Pokemon any day of the week. Literally so easy. So easy.
I don't want to argue about the Lions versus the
Why?
Pokemon.
Because you think
I know that I'm right.
No,
I know that
I'm
right.
And you know the Lions would win.
There's literally a Pokemon hotter than the sun.
Yeah, just dump water on it.
Water...
Also, there's no shot it's hotter than the sun because then it would melt the entire Earth, Ian. So there's no way that's statistically correct.
It is contained.
Man, shut up. No.
It's a Pokemon, dude. It's like literally made up.
Yeah, it's literally made up. You know what's not made up?
It's fiction.
Okay. You know what's... Yeah, it's fiction, which is why the Lions win, because Lions are real.
I'm talking about a trillion lions versus the sun.
Okay, so the Lions win.
No.
Listen, I think Lions solo the verse.
I can't
What are you talking about?
How do I take that seriously?
It's true. Listen, name one thing that the Lions can be. I can name one. It's a black hole. But other than that, I think a lion can be them.
A dog?
Man, a dog would have mollywopped by some lions.
What about an elephant?
Oh, that's a close one. I still think the Lions would win.
What about hippo?
Hippos are vicious, bro. Dude, why are...
Hippos are like one of the most dangerous animals in the world.
What's the deal with dolphins? They just be bullying fish.
We're talking about just animals in general, or we're still talking about Pokemon?
Now let's go to animals.
Yeah, let's talk about dolphins.
I love myself some animals.
This guy wants to be a marine biologist, by the way.
Okay.
Right, Ian?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, Ian?
Yes.
Dude, okay. But dolphins are just bullies, dude. What is the deal?
Dolphins are cool.
Dolphins
they hate everything.
Are very intelligent. That's why they're very mean. And dolphins don't just bully other fish. They like viciously attack sharks and stuff. Like they jam their bill
their nose
into
Save the sharks.
the gills. They jam them into the shark gills.
Dude,
so that they can't breathe.
Yeah,
dude, that's wild. They suffocate the sharks.
Dude. And they also rape other dolphins.
Oh. Well, as Mr. Knut would say, guys, this is gonna get a little dark. I like how he does that. It's so funny.
It's very funny. Dude, dolphins, they're getting too smart.
It's bad, dude.
We need to eradicate them.
Intelligent animals are scary. Like, have you ever seen Planet of the Apes?
Monkey. Dude,
That movie is scary.
If a million monkeys went on a typewriter, they could write Hamlet.
What are you talking about, my boy?
No, if a monkey infinitely typed on a typewriter, at some point he would type the entire script to Hamlet.
Yes,
it's true.
Well, obviously it's infinite.
Okay, but I think the monkey would get it first try, personally.
Probably. Imagine, dude.
What do you think the first take the monkey would write is?
Ooh.
Like no, first. Okay, actually, first like words.
SEX.
That's it. That's it. You're putting your hair back on.
No. So my hair's gonna be back on for the Christmas special?
No, we can just edit it out.
Okay. Good.
We'll fix it in post, and if we don't, I'm sorry.
No, Bald Podcast says no more.
We're gonna be the haired podcast.
Okay, are we still gonna talk about dolphins though? You said that they raped other dolphins?
Yeah.
Dude,
they're
the villains of the sea.
Dude, they are wild, dude.
They're villains. They're psychopaths.
No, dolphins aren't villains. Orcas are the villains of the sea, dude.
Oh,
they're evil.
Dude, they look so scary.
Dog, they kill animals for fun. They literally kill other animals for fun. Like, I can't make this up.
It's for sport.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they have like a ranking system?
Hey,
yes.
You can't deny it.
Do
We kill other animals for fun.
Yeah, we do that.
We do that.
Yeah.
Deer. We kill deer for fun basically now.
We kill elephants for fun.
Okay, now that's not all of us. I would never. Elephants.
Not all of us.
Elephants are too wholesome.
I cried myself to sleep the night that I hit the deer on the road, and it didn't even die.
What? You cried yourself to sleep? Aww.
No, but like.
No. Okay, so you actually just lied to us. Therefore, we hate you now.
Off the Bald Podcast. Goodbye, guys.
All right, guys, that's gonna be a wrap. Nah, dude.
But, dude, it was so scary to see it look me in the eyes, and you could tell that it was a sentient being looking you into the eyes as you ram into it, and it goes flying.
What's the definition of sentient?
Like they understand, like just
they're
what's going
alive.
on. They just understand what's going on. Like, cause like,
alive or conscious? Is sentient and conscious the same thing?
Conscious is the same thing as sentient.
Do you
I think babies are not conscious, and like toddlers are not conscious.
If they can feel, they're conscious.
I thought consciousness was only like a trait that intelligent.
I guess
human like
because like single cell organisms and stuff that just kind of.
Wait, I think it was
just exists are not conscious. They're just surviving.
What did you just say? Did you say lobsters?
No, I just said like
single cell,
like organisms, just single cell.
But
organisms.
I think recently there was something that said that crabs and lobsters are sentient. I think sentient isn't intelligent. I think sentient is it can feel
an understanding of what's going on around it.
Yes,
because like a bunch of animals just like survive based on instinct. So like, oh, the food's gonna be here at this point in time, and then I have to migrate, and they don't know
like
why.
fish.
Yeah,
so I think sentient and conscious probably aren't the same thing.
They're not.
No, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I guess not. I guess.
But I think crabs and a species of crab was just proven to be sentient.
That's sick.
I wish I could say my dog is conscious because he's wholesome and he loves me and I love him.
They are.
Bubba.
No.
Not conscious.
Sentient. That's what I said. I wish that like he could like no. I think conscious is like you know of your existence.
Yes.
Dogs don't know of their existence.
Dogs have no idea that they exist.
Yeah, like
they're just here.
Like if they look in a mirror, they would not understand.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think like babies and toddlers, they are not conscious because they do not realize they exist.
Absolutely not.
They're there to mooch off their parents.
Yeah, and then they develop consciousness.
And then they're just like when you turn like 6 and you like look at your hands, you're like, man, we really out here.
Yeah, I'm really in here.
We're really out here, dude. I do that every morning. I'm like, I wake up and I'm just like,
I'm really here.
I'm alive, man.
Sometimes there's just those moments that you have an existential crisis, and then 5 minutes later,
like, oh wait, I'm fine.
I'm like, oh wait, I'm just gonna go play Halo. I'm chilling. I'm having fun.
Yeah. Nah, dude. I just wake up and I'm just like, I'm here, man. I'm out here. I'm doing it.
Some days it's worse than others. Some days it happens multiple times where I just like I get a wave of like, I'm like, man.
Disassociate.
Yeah, I disassociate. I'm like, man, isn't it like I think to myself, I'm like, isn't this crazy?
Man, I'm alive right now.
You know, focusing in class is terrible.
Yes.
That's when it happens. That's when you disassociate.
Dude, honestly,
like you're sitting in class
during
and you're
history,
like, I'm alive to be listening to Miss Boney right now.
It's funny because in history, I love listening about history, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I cannot pay, like, sometimes, like, I do pay attention and I understand what's going on, and then, like, he says something that, like, I connect in my brain to another thing, and then it just goes off on, like, a tangent in my own brain, and I start thinking. I just start thinking about random things, and then he comes back, he's like, so Andrew Jackson tyrant. I'm like, what just happened? What happened?
He's like, so Andrew Jackson actually wanted to help the common man, and then you go off and you think about something else, and you come back and he's like, so Andrew Jackson was actually considered like one of the worst presidents. It's like, what?
Yeah, that's like, I mean, that's not what happened, but it's a good example of what happened.
That's basically what he was talking about the past 2 days.
Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, Andrew Jackson kind of sounded a little stupid.
It just does not.
But to be fair, like sometimes you need to try something. You need to try something to see if it works or not.
I don't think they had the experience with that sort of failure, so that they didn't know what not to do. So they just did it and were like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna work," and it didn't work.
Right.
And now we know not to do that now.
Yeah.
It is impossible for me to picture the 1930s in color.
The what now?
The 1930s, I cannot picture it in color.
Dude, you know what I think is wild?
I physically cannot right now. Like I can picture like things like ancient Rome and like Egypt, and then I can picture like colonial periods, 1930s into like 1950s. I cannot do it.
That's true.
I cannot do it. I
mean,
have no idea what it would look like.
I feel like it was just a gray time.
I feel like it was all gray.
It's just.
Dude, I remember telling my mom that when she was young, everything was gray when I was like 6, and I was like, man, that's kind of mean. That's kind of out of pocket.
It's because nobody ever has any positive correlation with the 30s and the 40s. Like it's all dust, which is brown, war, which is always gray and bleak. You know, it's like the 20s were vibrant. The 50s, like to now, were way more colorful, and also in color. Like
I would say like
TV.
my point is the 60s, because then that's when like I picture like the drug outbreak,
hippies,
and then that's when everything's like wild and rainbow color.
Yeah, the 50s I just imagine like red, like just kind of like not fancy colors.
50s
but like,
are still kind of black and white for me, just because of To Kill a Mockingbird when we watched it.
That's
I think that's when that took place, right? 50s?
Yeah,
I think of red and like black, red and black, like the red cars, something like that.
That red cars is definitely like 1920s Great Gatsby for me.
Really?
Yes, dude. Big like red cars, just like.
Great Gatsby is so cool.
Honestly, that was a pretty good movie. I really enjoyed it.
I did too.
But the book was really good as well.
I didn't read the book.
Mikey.
I read what's it called? The one we read for summer after 8th grade.
Oh, 1984.
Nope.
After
that was
grade?
no.
That would have been Oliver Twist.
No,
that was
after
before.
8th
That was
after
after.
8th grade.
Lord of the Flies.
That was
Yes.
that's a good book.
I read
Pretty good
that.
book.
I read that. That was other than Freakonomics. I think that was the last book I read fully. I read most of 1984.
I listened.
It got
What was
towards the end. It
1984?
got towards the end of the book, and like I just kind of like I don't know. I didn't like get uninterested in it necessarily. I just kind of like forgot about it.
What was 1984?
It's similar to Anthem.
What class did you read it for?
I
Nothing,
read
I
it.
just read
I
it.
just read it.
Oh,
I just
okay.
read it too.
Okay.
It was just really difficult to read because like it's old. It's like it is like
Yeah.
it was written in like 1938, I think.
Yeah, George Orwell wrote it.
Uh-huh.
And he's old.
Yeah, and that was like before the Second World War, which is like crazy. But it did get a lot of things right. I mean, it's crazy. Of course, I don't think people are ever gonna get it that stupid. I don't think so. I think that before people get that stupid, that the government will fall. You know,
It's when we were talking about the like teaching history and stuff. It reminded me that like there are people that don't think that history should be taught. Like I've heard people talking.
Whoa.
100%
at
it
school,
should.
Yeah,
and
I
they
feel
were like,
that's
"Oh yeah, history shouldn't be taught because we don't even learn anything. It's not important." Which I very strongly disagree
with
with.
that.
I say history is one of the most important things.
I would say,
Because if
yeah.
we don't learn history, we don't know what not to do, and like we're just gonna it's history repeats
History-
itself.
Andrew Jackson.
History is literally just like, hey, don't do this because this will happen.
I feel like I almost feel like every single politician should have like a degree in history of some sort.
Oh, yeah.
Because like that is
'Cause
it's
if they-
a U.S. history.
Imagine they like enact a policy and it's the same one that happened in like, I don't know, 1812 and caused
Yeah.
the war.
Like
Which obviously the War of 1812 was
I
not
mean-
caused by a law enacted, but like.
actually, yes, it was. It was tariffs.
It was no,
No, it
that
wasn't
was
tariffs.
British.
No,
We
it's
joined the war.
'cause-
We
it's
joined
'cause-
the war because the British fleet was attacking our ships.
No, it was
No, that was the
no, it was
the unofficial war.
Oh,
yes,
you're right.
It was literally just because yeah, that's what happened because we were trading with both France and Britain, but they were at war, so it was kind of like conflict of interests. But
that's right. That's right. My bad, guys. I apologize to everyone. I apologize to everybody listening for being wrong.
But yeah, I think that every single politician should have some sort of like degree in history.
And I think if we just had human decency, it would be much better.
Oh, dog
barking in the background.
Dog barking in the background.
Mike is probably not picking it up, but if it is, let's go, dog.
Let's go, dog.
Let's go, dog. Let's edit a dog noise in there. Ian, bark for it. Oh, it's a dog.
It's Irvin. It's so funny. No, but
politics sucks.
Oh yeah, but like I feel like it's obviously 100% necessary.
Politics are beautiful, but at the same time disgusting.
Yeah, it always will be, I think.
It's corruptible very easily.
The bipartisan system has destroyed the U.S.
Is that part? Oh, never mind. You did say party. I just didn't hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Bipartisan. No, yeah.
It's like exactly what George Washington said. He said a party system would destroy the U.S. government, and look what it's doing. Like every few hundred years, civilization will collapse. Like Rome, they thought that it was gonna last forever, and look what happened to Rome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like the scenario is a lot different now though, than a lot of other things. Like, sorry. But no, I feel like the scenario now is a lot different because of technology. I feel like for the longest time, technology was so stagnant or like not moving super fast to the point where like civilization like repeated itself a lot, or like the bad things repeated itself. But now we know it's better
think
educated.
Climate change will be a catalyst to the destruction of civilization.
I honestly feel like the not the United States as we know it now, but I feel like the United States will stay.
Isn't there a power change like every couple hundred years of like the world power?
Mm-hmm.
And like we're nearing the end of ours, right?
Mm-hmm. Did you see that? I don't know if it was you. I think it was you that sent me the thing of China invading Taiwan.
Oh yeah, he sent me that as well.
Yeah, China. So basically, China has like the legal right, I guess, to invade Taiwan in 2025 because they believe that Taiwan is a part of their like whatever like territory. Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure Taiwan is officially recognized as a nation across the world. So that's and we as America, like America agreed to back Taiwan, and so obviously China's not going to take too kindly to that, and Russia is about to, I think, planning on invading Ukraine, and Ukraine also is backed by us, and China and Russia like have not close they're not close partners, but
I feel like they'd be willing to ally.
Oh, absolutely.
To also split American forces as well, make it easier on their individual conquest.
That's scary.
Which is very scary because of how destructive modern war is.
Because China and Russia are two of our worst enemies.
So they're powerhouses.
Not worst enemies, but two very, very strong world powers.
No, 100.
Yeah.
Russia not as much. China, 100%.
China's definitely.
But here's the thing. China's actually I think that China's losing ground. Like, I think they're freaking out because their population's getting older. They're not having as many kids.
Right.
We Americans, people immigrate. So
a lot of people move here, so
our population is going to keep going up. Obviously, our population is getting old.
At least steady.
There's the millennial age group and the people younger than them. They're not having as many kids as the generations before them. So whenever they get old, we're gonna have a big issue with population around the world.
But they could always.
It's not just a thing that happens in the U.S.
Well,
it's something that happens
Japan.
around the globe.
I saw something about it. Japan, and some this like 6th grader, he was the only one in his like entire age group because no one was having kids where he lived. Like he was the only one, which was crazy to me because I've always pictured Japan because like Tokyo is the most populated city in the world, so I've always pictured Japan as having a lot of people, and to see just one person in that entire age group for this entire region of the city, it was crazy, man.
I feel like the U.S. though, if we really like we're having a problem with that incentives, you know, like what I mean, like people would like have a tax break or like have extra like support for having children, you know what I mean?
They attempted to do that in China, I believe, and I don't know if it's working.
I think they did it in Japan. I think.
No, they did. I think Ian's right with what he's saying because they made it to where you could have 3 children now, which they used to only have 1.
Not working.
Well, I don't know why they. I mean, I guess I do understand why, but like they should just like. Well, they didn't have an example, I guess, of like Japan, how people just naturally stop having kids because now people are naturally stop having kids, but they like basically made it exponentially worse because they've already like only had 1 child policy, and now people are just gonna keep doing that. So like they can't. It's not like they can bounce back.
I'm gonna say it's natural at this point. You'd have to get like an entire generation shift.
It's
like
natural.
A different
now.
like set of people.
It's natural now, but it wasn't for that amount of time, which makes it like double trouble. You know what I mean? Instead of just 1. Which
I feel like they were probably trying to prevent stuff like because they're already China and Japan are also very populated places.
Yeah.
And so they're probably trying to prevent things where it's like in India where like your average family size has 5 kids or something like that.
Yeah, but India is also
India is on the
decline for population. Not population.
Well, not like the population isn't going down, but like the rise.
Birth rates.
The rises.
And also
is India a larger population than China?
And it's getting there. It's very close.
Because I knew they were the biggest for a while, and then like when we wrote the World Food Prize essay in freshman year, I wrote about China, and it was just reaching the biggest country in the world.
Really? I thought China was always.
India was the biggest.
Maybe
I knew India was like huge.
Like within the past 5-10 years, China became the biggest in the world.
Really?
Wow. I did not know that.
It's crazy.
But yeah, China soon will not, because that's what's happening in Russia as well. Is that
Russia's such a bad position for a country? It's
huge.
It's huge.
No,
and it's freezing.
It's huge, but it's also way bigger. Like it looks way bigger than it actually is.
Well, it's the largest.
It's also
in the world.
much more spread out than we realize.
Yeah, and a lot of it is uninhabitable.
Yeah, because it's like a bunch of it's in like the Arctic Circle, am I right?
Oh yeah.
Like it's Serbia.
Nobody wants to live there.
Nobody. Yeah.
It's like imagine like Alaska, but like worse, way worse.
Yeah.
Like if you go outside in Antarctica, it's literally minutes, and your skin's frozen.
That's why they have a third of the population of the U.S., but it's a bigger country. You know.
I mean, by landmass, they are the biggest country in the world, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
And then second's Canada, and we're third, I believe.
I think we might be second.
I'm pretty sure Canada's bigger than us.
Canada's bigger than us.
Okay.
So I think we're third. But
I'll search it up.
Yeah, you can look it up just so we don't sound like fools.
You guys keep talking on.
Yeah, I feel like Russia. I don't know, man. Dude. Shout out to Russia though, because like every time someone tries to invade them, they just retreat back into the cold, and then the army just dies, and they're fine. So you know, shout outs to them for using their terrain.
Shout out to Napoleon for losing
his
insane reign across Europe.
It is
by infiltrating Russia.
It is Canada, but only by like 100,000 kilometers, which is like not relatively like small. But Russia almost has us doubled in size. But then again, the majority of the Russian
territory is uninhabitable.
Yeah, it's
or terrible. Like even if it is inhabitable, nobody wants to live there because it's so difficult.
And also, just Russia kind of sucks.
What scares me about the future the most is climate change. Climate change is scary, dog.
It's also fallen off the topic of discussion. Like nobody talks about it anymore, which is also scary. Like because I remember when we were in third grade, we were talking about the hole in the ozone layer. We were talking about greenhouse gases, and then we just stopped talking about it. Like nobody, it wasn't on the news anymore. It's
because the people that are in charge right now, it won't affect them because they'll be long gone. But we're the people that will have to deal with the consequences of climate change.
Yeah, I hope that the economic incentive of like keeping climate change away will help keep climate change away. You know what I mean?
Well, that's kind of what we were talking about last time. We were talking about asteroid mining, because I was like, oh yeah, if we don't like stop polluting our atmosphere, there's going to be a point where we can't escape our atmosphere. And Mikey was like, oh yeah, but there's too much economic incentive. I feel like it won't get to that point, which I hope will be true for climate change as
absolutely. Well. They're always going to find a way to make more money, and if that means fixing the planet, then they will.
I think it's like, oh well, we don't have to worry about it. So let's just push it back. We don't have to worry about it right
We're
now
Procrastinating. It's
Yeah.
literally like not doing your homework, not cleaning your room, not whatever.
until it becomes too much and you won't be able to solve it.
That's facts.
It's like
At least cleaning your rooms on a lot
within the
small
next
scale. This is not.
Yeah, this is a huge scale.
within the next 50 years, we'll be feeling the effects of climate change with the dramatic change in weather and the environment. And I was talking about this with Mr. Weiner, and climate isn't the weather. Weather and climate are two different things.
Yeah,
Climate is
climate
the
is like
weather and
particular region, right?
in temperature over time.
Yeah, it's like over a prolonged throughout the year.
And weather is individual days. It's like
the weather outside is cold right now.
Well,
the
actually, it's
climate,
warm
the
out
climate, the climate is like
there. We're temperate, I think,
yeah,
Mm?
yes.
but it's like 60 outside right now. So.
I feel like America will become relatively it will be relatively unscathed by climate change.
pinpoint an area in the
Like,
United States, the
comparatively.
Midwest. I read about this. The Midwest will be the best place to live during climate change because we don't have the effects of hurricanes or cyclones
I would
or
say
typhoons.
pretty much nothing goes on around here except tornadoes.
Mhm.
Which that tornado that just went through.
The states west of us.
Yeah,
and
dude, that was crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
The
Right
destruction
now-
was crazy.
Right now would be an absolutely magnificent time to invest in property in the Midwest.
Also, it's so cheap out here as well.
Beautiful.
It's really cheap out here
And
as well.
Beautiful time.
Like I want to move down to Florida,
Uh-huh.
but at the same time, I'm like, man, what if
So
the
that's a
effects of
risk.
climate change,
It's a risk though too.
like,
yeah.
increase the costs
Your
or
house insurance and stuff.
because it's
Insurance.
reached a point where new houses that are built along the coast don't offer insurance for hurricane protection because they know how frequent it's going to be in the future.
Mhm.
Like people in the economy are realizing the effect that climate change is going to have, and they're changing everything. Big companies are changing the ways that they do things because they know that climate change is going to affect the way that they can do things.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
And yeah, I mean things like the ice ages though, like those would be classified as a climate change.
Mhm.
But those things were natural. This one is caused by human
It's
footprint. So
people.
I don't know how the world would like fix itself if humans weren't like don't go extinct through climate change.
All evidence, like people say that it's like, oh, it's natural, but all evidence points to it being
Human
humans'
footprint.
faults. It's only the humans' faults.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because like other climate changes, because there have been things that have caused the climate to rise and climate to fall, and those have all been natural though. Because within the I don't know, probably past 200-300 years, we have increased our carbon footprint by so much that it's drastically changing the composition of our atmosphere and everything, and that's just destroying.
The good thing is though that there will be ways to reverse it. There will be.
We
There
gotta
are.
start now.
There are
Yeah.
ways to prevent it, and that is by replanting forests. And also, they do have I don't know what it would be called, but like it takes carbon out of the atmosphere directly by a machine. You know, so there are ways, very expensive ways, but nonetheless, it's not hopeless, which is great.
And it's not like we have to dramatically change the way that we do things. It's just reusing water, reusing, like, instead of getting plastic bottles, you refill a jug of water every day,
Right.
rather than using plastic
That's what I do.
unnecessarily.
I love refilling that jug because
Your jug is awesome.
yeah, I know
Plus, then you're used to it, and you don't have to drink out of new things.
It's gonna
that
take
you're
like a
not used
week
to.
to get used to it, and you're fine. And then
no,
you're
not
just,
even it's really nice just having a big jug to drink and you get to visualize how much you drink. You know, make sure you drink a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's keeping yourself healthy as well as
Yeah,
the environment.
absolutely. It's a win-win.
That's a win-win, baby.
There's also different ways that, like, I know that Jupe's trying to go vegan, and like I'm not gonna necessarily go vegan, but I understand the benefits of going vegan, not only for your health, but also for the environment.
It's like Mr.
Because
Weiner.
animal products are
Harmful.
very harmful to the environment. The amount of methane that animals produce,
Cow specific.
I'm sorry, we're
cows,
talking
very
about
cow
this.
specific, destroy the globe.
Right. It's terrible.
It does so much damage to the atmosphere.
100%. I think like food, like producing food makes up like 25% of carbon emissions. And a lot of that is cows. A lot of it is. But Yeah, we already talked about
But
this.
it's also become like a social norm for those processed foods, especially here in America. And so it would be incredibly difficult economically. Like people would lose a lot of money if we switched to more green food sources. So it would be incredibly difficult to convince people to do that, which is why climate change has gotten to a point where it is.
We were talking last time though. The Impossible Burger I heard is like
I've had the Impossible Burger, and it's honestly pretty similar to the regular Whopper, and it's way more green. That is a pun because it's made with like vegetables and also, well, I don't know if it's made with vegetables, but it's vegan and it's better for the environment. So Impossible Burger, shout outs.
I need to try it.
It's honestly not that bad, but I don't know if they've changed it at all, which I don't know how likely.
Well, maybe they just need to heavily tax like meat, so that it doesn't happen as often.
That's true. Dude, why would
make it a specialized like?
Speaking of like taxes, they tax cigarettes. Why would you even smoke in the first place? Like, what is the appeal?
They need to tax cigarettes some more.
Yeah, what is the appeal of cigarettes? I don't get it.
Nicotine.
I mean, yeah, you get hooked, but like the first time, why even do it the first time?
That's why a lot of people don't do it anymore. But the people that do start doing it now, almost always they've like vaped before. Almost always, because I think cigarettes give off like a more intense nicotine buzz. That's what I've heard. Depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah, honestly,
I've never done that. I've never done that, but like that's what I've heard. I do think that if you are smoking cigarettes, that vaping is a healthier alternative.
Well, that's what Marin's dad did. He smoked for a lot of his life, and then he switched to vape, and now he's, I think, free of it all.
Yeah, good for him.
So wholesome Mr. Melcher moment.
Yeah,
good job, Timothy.
But yeah, it just all needs to be taxed. Honestly, I feel like if it's harmful to your body, like alcohol, I know that like it. I don't know. Alcohol, I guess, has less long-term effects, unless you're an alcoholic.
Say it kills your liver, but that's about it, I think.
But I feel like nicotine literally has no benefit, so I think that should be taxed. Now, marijuana should be legalized, I think.
I was just about to say that.
100%.
100%.
100%. Because why not?
I'm not read up on the effects that it could have on your body.
Maybe like
in the future, but I wouldn't condone doing it like
before your brain develops.
Before your brain's fully developed, because I know people that I have, but
which I know that can have effects on it, like the effects of drugs before your brain is developed. I know that.
But later on in life, go for it, man. If that's what makes you happy, just.
And you also have to be really like recreationally, use it recreationally, because
if you do anything too much and you don't use it in proportion, it's obviously gonna hurt you. Doing anything too much is gonna.
Man, it's like there's people addicted to gambling. Like anything can be addictive.
To be fair, gambling
is crazy.
That's a psychological
thing. That's a psychological
thing.
Hey man, I just lost all my money, but what if I win?
Oh yeah,
double next round, and then
dude, that's happened to my dad's friend. He said my dad told me his friend they go to like Las Vegas because it's fun. It's fun if you're responsible.
Fun if you're responsible with it.
Like my dad doesn't spend that much money. Like he just does it because it's fun. Like a little bit like there here and there, you know. It's to have a good time. But his friend was like up $18,000, and
he lost it all.
He lost it all, and then went in the hole.
Wow!
And lost a bunch of money. That's terrible.
If you're $18,000 up, I am tapping out so fast.
And my dad had to my dad said that he left him there all night. He said he left him there. He was up a bunch of money, and then he came back in the morning. His friend was still there, in the morning. And he's like, I just need the money back. I need to get the money back. And he was getting further and further in the hole. My dad had to stop him.
Jeez, man, that's crazy.
He's a funny guy though. I've met him.
Yeah.
And I would do that in a video game any day of the week.
Dude, I feel like video game gambling, it's kind of crazy that it's just normalized now.
Yeah.
It's just kind of weird to me.
There was a gambling game in the original Pokemon Pearl game, but in the remake Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond, it's not in there anymore.
Dude, there's a Mario Party game where half the video mini games are gambling.
Yes.
It's it's literally slots.
And they removed the crates from Rocket League because it could be considered gambling.
Did they really?
Mm-hmm. There used to be a crate system where you could open crates and get random items, but they don't even do that anymore because it was gambling. That's why there's a lot of they're starting to remove that from video games because they don't want to put it on
for a while. It's just it was almost in everything. I feel it was just all over the place, which I just always thought was kind of weird. I was like, man, you are encouraging kids to gamble through use of video games, which is just wild to me, man. Wild stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Ian, really appreciate having you on the show. I know this is kind of last minute, but I really appreciate it.
We love you.
I enjoyed it.
So we'll see you guys. Probably next time we'll see it is Sunday probably.
Well, we're having my family's Christmas then, like my dad's sides, but like we'll see.
We'll see. We'll you guys will know in the next episode.
Y'all will
right,
know.
You guys all have a happy holidays and.
Well, we're not yet. We'll be back.
It's the holiday season. It's the holiday season.
Have a
happy holidays to everyone, and thank y'all for tuning in. Deuces. Yo, guys, it's the Bald Podcast. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell icon for the updates on the channel. We'll see y'all next time. Deuces.